Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, September 25th, 2020. I am Freddie C. Liebert. The Department of Statistics and Economic Planning prepares to carry out the population and housing census in September 2021. The department will be conducting a pre-listing and mapping exercise for which it is seeking the public's cooperation and assistance. The pre-listing and mapping exercise will commence in October 2020.
We have a whole year, and there are different exercises and different things that needs to be done before we get to the census. So one of the first things that we are going to do is the pre-census listing and mapping exercise. And so the pre-census listing and mapping exercise, it seeks to collect data on the number of households and persons residing in the various communities on Nevis. And it also provides an update of the housing stock. You will realize that when we started 2010-2011 census and the 2020-2021 census, that a number of new houses would have been built. So we need to capture the new houses that have been built, and we need to know how many persons are right now residing on Nevis so that we can plan for the 2021 actual census.
The exercise is scheduled to take place from October 16th to November 20th, 2020.
Each parish has been subdivided into what we call enumeration district or EDs, and we are going with the guidelines that were given to us by CARICOM that each ED should not exceed 100 households. So that's one of the first things we are checking, is that the EDs that we presently have do not exceed 100 households. And for those that have exceeded 100 households, with the help of the planning department, we will have to change the boundaries of the EDs. So for each household, there will be 5 simple questions. And that is, who is the head of the household? The contact number for the head of the household. Number of persons living in the household. How many persons living in the households are males and how many are females? And then the address of the household.
Dorel Phillip, Director of the Department of Statistics, is assuring that any information collected by the enumerators who will visit homes to conduct the interviews will be kept in the strictest confidence.
I would just like to encourage the general public to work along with our enumerators when they come to your homes. It won't take you no more than 2 to 3 minutes to answer the 5 questions. And then they will be they'll be using tablets, so once the information is in, it is private, it is confidential, and it will be kept in the strictest confidence. We'll be using it to help us to go forward in planning Census 2021, because when it is census, everybody should be counted, everybody mattered. This is not a sample survey where we are just doing a part of the population, but this is every person must be counted, and so we encourage all persons to please cooperate and help us to do the job we set up to do.
The enumerators representing the Department of Statistics can be identified by their name tags, which also bear the department's logo. The Ministry of Tourism is reporting that the general feedback from Phase 1 of the tourism sector COVID-19 sensitization training was positive. Benefiting from the July 27th to August 18th exercise were some 1,300 representatives of hotels, guest houses, apartments, villas, land taxis, water taxis, tour guides, water sports, destination management companies, artisans and other vendors, attractions, Nevis Tourism Authority, Ministry of Tourism, ports, immigration, customs and security. Phase 2, which ran from September 14th to 18th, took the form of Train the Trainer sessions with participation from 294 representatives of tourism-related businesses.
Persons left this session feeling more confident. The practical sessions were well received, and we had a number of activities, including the correct donning and doffing of personal protective equipment, mixing and cleaning of disinfecting solutions, cleaning of high-touch surfaces, hand washing technique, vehicle cleaning technique, and proper bed linen removal and disinfection. So the practical sessions brought home the reality of the information being imparted and made it more relevant and practical. Draft protocols would have been proposed quite some time ago, and we are awaiting the ratification of these. For the sensitization training, certificates will be issued to individuals, whereas for the train-the-trainer session, certificates will be issued to the actual establishments.
Permanent Secretary John Hanley says the Ministry of Tourism expects everyone to be COVID-19 compliant so that when the Federation's borders reopen, they will be ready and capable of welcoming visitors to the island in a safe environment.
The next phase that we are looking towards is the Travel Assured Seal. And this will be a federally issued document. It would be a digital logo where qualifying establishments could attach it to their websites, social media platforms, etc. So there's a digital component and there's a physical component, which would be either a decal, a sticker, or a certificate. And it can be displayed on the windscreen, your front office, or other prominent location. The validity of the seal would be 1 year. However, there would be constant monitoring of the establishments. So perhaps on a quarterly basis, they would be audited to make sure that they remain COVID compliant.
The Ministry of Tourism collaborated with the Ministry of Health and the Nevis Tourism Authority to conduct the training. Still to come, local businessman donates lunches to staff of Social Security Board. The details right after this break.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. His Excellency Dr. Everson Hall, St. Kitts and Nevis's permanent representative to the Organization of American States, OAS, has given some insight into how an incentive-based compensation plan could work in the Twin Island Federation when it is introduced in the public sector. Each employee will have 4 or 5 measurable pre-established individual goals and 2 national priority goals, His Excellency Hall stated on the September 22nd edition of Leadership Matters. He said that it is important to separate the goals and aspirations of individuals as they sit down with their supervisors at the beginning of the performance period and discuss the benchmarks that were established. Those who perform at the optimal level will receive under the proposal an add-on bonus award that is commensurate with their measurable achievements in meeting and exceeding their performance goals, Dr. Hull stated. He added that public servants must do more in their quest for excellence. Their labor productivity must improve. They must do more in less time, and they must improve the quality of their work. Dr. Hall will assist Ambassador Vance Amory in the public sector reform initiative to be implemented in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Here at Social Security, we are always proud and grateful to members of society and members of our social security system who show their appreciation and thanks for the work that we do. Here we have a key example, Mr. Kelly Dixon, otherwise known as Jamaica, who makes some delicious and wonderful meals as part of his enterprise. We are very grateful for the fact that he found it in his heart to donate 25 wonderful meals for us here at Social Security. And I have to say to you, Mr. Dixon, that the staff and management, we are indeed appreciative of your gesture of kindness and appreciation. And we wish you the best in your enterprise, and we are always here to support you and eat your wonderful meals.
Donovan Herbert, General Manager of the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board, expressing thanks to business owner Kelly Dixon for providing lunches for the entire staff on Thursday, September 24th, 2020. Owner of Jamaica's restaurant, Kelly Dixon, popularly known as Jamaica, outlined the purpose of the donation.
I tell myself, well, boy, Social Security do so much for, you know, the entire between St. Kitts Nevis, and, you know, with me, I said I have to see if I could return something back to Social Security, because it's helped a lot of people. You know, when I think about, like, I do some other donation, right? Like, you know, in the COVID, when you have the close down, you have like police, I do like 55, something like that. And the disaster preparedness, I do like 35. And the social service, I do like 20. And the public work, like 13, if I don't forget. And I said, well, Social Security is a very, very, very strong to everybody. So I said I have to, you know, give back something to you know, Social Security.
A total of 25 meals were donated to the staff of the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.